Wow, Neil Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds.
Nobody that I know of in my field uses the so-called scientific method. In our field, it's by the seat of your pants. It's leaps of logic. It's guesswork.
You don't see the curvature of the earth. That stuff is flat.
Globebusters taking over. Bye bye moon man and rover. NASA so mediocre. Sorry, but your ball is dead. But your ball is. Globebusters taking over. Gotta ride this roller coaster. But the truth is getting closer. Sorry, but your ball is dead. But your ball is. Get the shovel for the spice hubble. Piecing up the puzzle. Need a burst your bubble. Evil gonna crumble, yeah? Sit down, be humble. Got the ball, you better fumble. You'll get mad, cause at this fight I'm Bob's your uncle.
And then they call me the liar. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable the pathetic techniques that they have to use to prove their heliocentric model.
Bob shot the president, Jeran got the evidence. It was slaying Jesuits and Zack is evident that the earth electric and it's resonant. Your residence is evidence, and I hope to settle in like some sediment. If we so wrong, why they lying to discredit it? That's not too intelligent. That's a guy, not an in court, but we ain't really in the settlement. It's time to awaken from the pseudoscience sedatives.
Globebusters taking over. Bye bye moon man and rover. NASA so mediocre. Sorry, but your ball is dead. But your ball is. Globebusters taking over. Gotta ride this roller coaster. But the truth is getting closer. Sorry, but your ball is dead. But your ball is.
Inner World Productions.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
Welcome, everybody, to Globebusters, the Dude Perfect Goes to Fake Space episode. Glad you guys are here. It's going to be another great show. I'm your host, Jeran from Jeranism. We also have Bob here. Bob's here. He just doesn't have good internet. Bob, are you there? Are you struggling?
I am here, and right now the internet is working good. Today is my
Happy
62nd birthday.
Wow, happy birthday to Bob, everyone. Give him a good, send him cake or something.
Happy incarnation, man.
Yep, but you know what my birthday present is going to be that I'm going to be loving so much?
You're going to leave the show right now.
No.
Oh.
Tomorrow I get 1 gigabit AT&T fiber optic internet, both up and down.
Wow.
So screw Spectrum. They finally put it in. They came to our house this week, and we are the first ones on our block to light it.
Sweet. Well, happy. You get gigabyte upload?
Gigabyte upload.
Wow.
You betcha. Warp speed, man.
Crazy. Everything's fast in the house now. I don't have any Wi-Fi going, so everything's running through cables, which is pretty nice.
I'm so bummed out with our Wi-Fi, with our internet. I mean, Spectrum really is a sorry-ass service, but que sera.
Okay, so all right, and we also have Iru here, Iru Lenducci, in La Casa.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations, Bob. Congratulations.
For his birthday? I don't think we don't say that over here.
Yes, of course. And for the internet and the 6G connection, we 1 terabyte of downloaded.
Oh, 6G, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I'll get some of that.
Oh, 6G, holy cow.
I wonder how that'll mix with my vaccine. Pretty good, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Make you actually improve your life.
With some vaccinated people around the house.
We also have Good Times for All, Zack Zabala in the house, I think.
Hey,
There
Jeran.
he is. What's up, Zack?
Hey, everybody.
Did you guys get to watch, what's his name? Stuart? No, I was going to call him Stuart. What's his name? The guy that, Dave's friend. Who's the guy, the physicist? Brian.
Brian.
Oh, he just did a video this morning. Guy's a joker.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, going after.
He's been writing me a lot of comments on videos, and I look at him like all the other trolls. If you can't realize the Earth is flat, then I don't have time to talk to you about physics.
I think he's a child caught in the troll web. Like he's like in so deep, he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, and now he just makes claims that are just like, oh my goodness. I mean, just every sniper uses. I'll have to bring up again. I don't know if you just failed to see my show where I showed that the people who just won the longest distance shooting record, 4 miles. And this article's all about it and everything. And then I went and emailed him and said, hey, just wondering if you can give me the calculations for Coriolis. And he wrote back and says, oh, we didn't use that. And he's like, you have Bryant saying like, oh, if it's 100 yards, you got to use it. And he says the deflection over, I forgot what distance he was talking about, but the deflection was something like a couple 100 feet. I'm like, how do these guys hit a target then? Give me a break. And we got Dirt.
This is obviously a man who's never shot a rifle.
Of course, everything is of course. And he did the classic ones like, we know gravity's real. Look, I can hold this book up and drop it. It's like, oh, impressive. We've got Dave Weiss here as well.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Dave, are you going to be next on the Blue Origin?
Oh my God. That triggered me like somebody claiming that viruses are real and killing people triggers Amanda Vollmer.
Yeah, no shit, man. There was splotches on my screen after you got done watching it, man. I could tell.
And a couple of, not a couple, I got like a bunch of emails. I get emails from all the people that, are just getting into flat earth. Like, what are you going to do now? They're putting civilians in space. Did you see this? Did you see this?
Oh boy.
And even some flat earthers sent it to me like, well, what are we going to do about this now? And I'm like, really? I mean, it is before I watched it, it's worse than I imagined. I mean, I thought it was going to be bad. I think it was so bad that it's actually funny.
Well, it was so incredibly basic. There was nothing to it. They went up. They topped out at their 62 miles, which we know they can't go much higher, if any higher than that. And then they let it drop, and they were in free fall for however long they were in free fall for. And, looked like some of them were about ready to get sick, especially that guy who was all getting the hot flashes.
I don't understand how they let the old lady.
We're going to analyze this inch by inch, and I don't give them that much credit. I don't think anybody was ever in any rocket ship, including that guy. And the whole thing was staged, and everything they're saying was staged. And there's so many pieces of evidence that show that to be true. I don't think anyone's going up in there. And then, when we'll go over it, but when they're showing the fisheye where the warping of the horizon from, he's in outer space, I think that's just like the Bart Sabrell thing to get us arguing. Oh, they used the window. They didn't use the window. They used the window. Well, you're arguing that they're in space. I'm arguing the guy never left the ground.
By the end of the day, I think we'll be sure about one thing. So is my volume, I turned myself way down. People said I was way too hot. Is that better?
You sound fine to me.
Okay. I turned
myself the same here.
All right, great. And we also have Austin, Gets it.
What up, familia?
All right, my friend. Did you have a robe ceremony today?
Did not. No. Father-in-law came and visited, saw the crib. So.
Wow, and I just found my bathrobe too. I have a really nice one. I've just been waiting for this.
Yeah, Dave. We'll make sure we set off the Masonic robe ceremony starting next week.
Yep. Yeah, I was bummed, but I didn't win. I didn't win Mark Sargent's hat, but oh well.
And I can't wear my robes. I can't wear my Masonic robes. I'm just going to wear Paige's robe.
Okay, that'll work.
There you go.
And then we'll migrate to cigars.
Did I tell you, Dave, that RV Truth he's figured me out that the Maverick Moments, the double M33, and Mount Meru.
Get out of town.
Both
Get
of them.
out of town.
Yep. Scotty, he's found it out. He found out. I was trying to hide it, man. I got a whole year of Maverick Moments in.
Damn it. Since you brought RV up, I wasn't going to bring it up. I just got to throw it out there. You know that BBC documentary that's just coming out about truthers and the 7/7 bombings and how
oh yeah, I heard his voice on there.
Well, and then the anonymous caller was RV, right?
Yeah.
There's no doubt it's RV.
Yes.
So RV says Alex Jones was always placed. He was here from the beginning to make us look stupid, and now we're at this point where they have the trial at the school, from the beach, and he's getting charged $1 billion, right? And that's scaring people. So now they're going after the 7/7 people, and maybe RV, his whole thing was to get to this point where he they go after him, and he's been the shill the whole time. Don't know who he is.
Don't ever go full RV.
He divides the community, makes up stuff that we, no doubt, and now he could be the poster boy for, scaring the crap out of all people from speaking any truth.
We can't say Mount Meru or it's Masonic now. I don't even.
The double M's. The M's are still.
Oh my goodness, dude. So what, bro?
And what's this guy's name? Cody Cotton or something like that today? That's
33.
Kobe Cotton.
Yeah, Kobe Cotton. Yeah,
all over the place.
Damn,
will this dude just say my name? Will he say my name, please?
I don't know.
Say my name, bro.
I don't know if he did or not. I don't listen to enough. I just have to tune in real quick, and then I don't know. I like to hear when he talks about Dave, because I do agree that Dave works directly with Professor Dave. That was all designed. I mean, they would never let Professor Dave be on a debate by himself, so it was all
Darren,
work together.
You and I groomed, CC, our boy, Alex Stein.
Absolutely.
Conspiracy Castle, CC.
Yeah, I was just a stepping ground.
That was all a setup.
Yeah, he did
I
say
being scared of letters.
I know, and numbers and
Did you
colors.
see that chick spit on him?
Oh, it was disgusting.
That was gross.
That was the grossest piece of spit I've ever seen.
He said, "Ooh, turn me on." He was like,
Guy's
the reason she spit on him because he's like, "I love you," like she didn't know what to do because he was just.
You gotta just picture her face right now. It's so angry, just so gross. That guy's crazy. I couldn't believe he was going to pedophiles' houses on Halloween.
Dude, every time he's on Tucker, right? He got on Tucker for the spit thing. He's like finds a way to integrate something else, right? He's like, yeah, remdesivir. You know what I'm saying?
So, we're hanging out in that way. Paige and I are working around the house. All of a sudden, I hear Paige go, "Uh-oh," and I'm like, "What? A new Alex Stein video?" And she's like, "Yep."
Oh, good stuff. All right, Dave, you wanted to go up
man.
first.
Angry old man that's anonymous. He's the pinnacle of truth. Come on.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And I love what he says. Absolutely, 100%. Guaranteed.
Yeah, so I made a breakdown video, fair use, of course, and I didn't even get a hey, we're muting it or anything. I got a warning saying blocked in all countries, nobody can see it. No strike against my channel, but blocked in all countries. And I'm just taking bits and pieces of it. So our breakdown today is going to be over on Rockfin, everybody. So when we're done talking here shortly, we're going over to Rockfin. It's free. Anybody can go there, rockfin.com/Globebusters, and you're there. It's just like YouTube, so nobody can complain.
The link is in the description as well already.
Yeah, so you can go over there anytime. You don't even have to wait. You can go now if you want.
Get a head start.
But we're gonna do a little. We're gonna do a little app test here because I'm going on a live conference in Israel. Shill. Sorry.
Wow.
On
Dude.
Thursday, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this live. So I'm gonna try it live here first, if that's all right. So I'm gonna go in my app. Are you? Can you pull up my app on the screen, Jeran?
Oh, yes. You're gonna share your screen or this is
my window. I have. I just have my window up. Could you just pin me?
I don't know how to do that. Oh, that wasn't it. How did I do that? View, speaker view. Okay, kind of like that.
And then pin me. And is it showing the whole thing?
How do I get out of this box? There we go. Yeah, now we're good.
All right. So I'm going to go into the friend finder. I'm going to go into the messaging. I'm going to go over to users. I'm going to create a group. I'm going to call it Globebusters. Okay. Actually, I'm going to call it, just to make it easy, one Globebusters. Right? Well, one LOB.
Wait, do you guys?
I can't even spell.
Do you guys see? Do you guys see what he's doing, or you see my screen?
You should be able to see my screen.
Yeah, we see your screen.
Oh, which shows him. Okay, gotcha.
And also the
gotcha.
David.
Good.
All right. So I just created. You know what? I actually didn't create a group. My bad. I have to cancel. I'm going to create a group. Here we go. I'm going to create a group called Globebusters. Now, right now, the way the groups are set up is they're set up in alphabetical order. So whoever's got an A or a 1 at the beginning, you're at the top of the list, and that's really unfair, and it's not going to remain that way. So if anyone does what I'm doing by putting a 1 in front of your number or something like that, I'm just going to delete your group until we do the next update, which is just going to have everything in chronological order. So anyone that creates a new group, it'll end up at the top of the group, and then your list gets pushed down, and that'll work out really well. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to say create group, and I'm going to say public group. I'm going to say create group. So now anyone that goes into their groups on their phone right now, as we talk, you should see that at the top. You can search for one space Globebusters if you don't see it. And I want you to join that group. And as soon as I start seeing people coming in there, I'm gonna hit I'm gonna start a call. So right now we have 0. Are any of you guys doing it?
I'm doing it right now. I'm just trying to get somebody's help here. Or
So everyone go into your app, go into the friend finder, hit the messaging. All right, here we go. Got a couple people in. There we go. Stephanie join. Ebez. How do you say that? Ebez? All right, here we go. So now I'm going to start a call, and anybody can do this. You can start a call, and here I am, everybody. And people are jumping in. So we're not going to be talking. Nobody can hear you. So I'm going to just turn down the sound so you can just everyone do hand signals. And you guys can see this is working, right?
Hold on.
We have 2 people in here.
And we see you.
There we go. And there's another guy in there. How you doing? There's a third person.
Hey, Owen.
You see these guys?
I see Owen.
All right. I've got 3 in here so far. 4, 5. Beautiful. And have you guys jumped on any calls? Like I watch these rooms and like, hey, there's a call going on. I jump on. There's like a guy from Israel, another one from Saudi Arabia, another one from the UK, and I'm having like these great conversations. It
works.
It's amazing. All right, so there we go. We got 8 people. Hey, everybody.
Sweet.
You're live on Globebusters.
Who's that? Hummer? Oh no, I thought that was.
You got 10.
Sweet. I'm getting.
All right. Well, that's it. All right, I'm going to end it. But if I end it, you guys can stay on it, right? You guys are still on it. I ended the call, but you guys are still on. And anyone tell me if the call is still live?
I got out.
Everyone's out. So, but that call's going on. Anybody can hit join or start another call. It'll put it in the same call. But that worked. That was great. That was awesome.
Dave now does group calls with Israel.
That's right. I do group calls with Israel. I'm doing a conference in Israel.
We knew that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Can you maybe ask them? Can you help me out? Like, can they maybe help me understand what Semitic means? It's like it means language, I think, but I can't figure it out. You can ask them what that means.
You know, anybody, I'm the guy that knows the least about the Jewish faith, religion, history. I know the least.
Lies.
Okay.
Oh, well, you calm down, man. No one said the J word, man. Okay? We're talking about Semitic.
Something totally different.
Dude, get this dude off the App Store, man. What is wrong with him?
No, he gets promoted on the App Store. You're getting it back. You get it backwards.
Yeah, that's right.
You can move right to the top. Go look at the #1 Flat Earth app. I guarantee it's that one.
Well, I mean, there's not much competition, so.
Thank you.
All right, that was it for Dave. That's it.
That was my test. Thanks everybody for helping out. It worked, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. All jokes aside.
Thanks. I'm setting up the next thing. I'm setting up on Marty Leeds does his Sunday morning service.
Right.
And it's so. Have you been listening at all?
I listened to the one that he did when he last week's, not today's.
It's like I've gone to church. I've gone to different religious synagogues and listened to stuff, and I've never really got into it. Never enjoyed it. And Marty's is such an amazing, surprising message. So I'm going to have a Sunday morning service button added to the app on the web button page, and Marty's just going to have his all of his lists there, and then there'll be the new one live each week. And I think it'll help people find Marty and his Sunday service. What's better than going to church where you don't have to get out of your pajamas or leave your house? Okay, you don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to take a shower.
Not going to church and doing the same.
Going to Israel.
There's not someone passing around a little coffer.
Marty is going to pass around a basket. He is going to pass around a basket because I think Marty's worth a couple bucks every time you go.
No, absolutely is. But, it's not being pushed in front of your face where everybody else is looking to see if you're putting money in. And I could not stand that part of church.
Right.
Yeah. No Old Testament. None of it counts. Oh, wait. Let's flip to the Old Testament. Tithing. You got to pay me money.
That part still counts. Hold on to that part. All right. I just wanted to show real quick about my mirror experiment because I always get people asking if they're on the fence, what's the best way? What's your best proof? And I think without a doubt, if you're talking about somebody who's on the fence or you're a flat earther that wants to prove it to yourself, that doing the mirror test is the #1 way because you just need a mirror basically, if you can find a square mirror that's like a foot by foot, I think that's your best start. And then I'll show you here, just to remind people how to do it, because it's pretty simple. And the way that it's been done mostly is like, this is a Monterey Bay, so you really need about 10 miles of stretch. And going up to 13 miles or something, you can find that they use these heliographs, is what it's called. They've done these for 180 miles, 170 miles, but they're up higher in hills, and you want to do it down at the water level so that we can get the, show that there absolutely is no curvature. So here's kind of the direction that they did when they were doing this location. And if you kind of look from the side, remember there's got to be a hump here. So you'll notice that that's the line right there between these two locations. And what you're really saying is that over that 10 miles, you need to have some sort of a hump. So you're going to have some sort of a obstruction. And then showing this again, just real quick, so I can show this from the other day I did this. You'll see me here out in front of my house. And what I'm doing is flashing the camera with the sun. And you can see that only when I flash and it hits it, can you see it? And then you'll see I go a little further here. I was waiting for the UPS truck to move along. There we go. By UPS truck. So then as soon as I lower down, I just put this garbage can here just to show you whenever it's obstructed by anything. Okay. So, you cannot block the mirror. As soon as you block the mirror, as soon as it has any obstruction, and it even shows, if you look up heliograph on Wikipedia or something, it'll say it's a line of sight observation, meaning you have to have a line of sight to that. See, now the second that goes behind the garbage can, gone. There's no flash. There's nothing appearing at the top of the garbage can. There's no even a kind of a glint of it. No, as soon as it's completely gone, see as I lower it here, the second it's completely covered, that flash is gone, right? So you can have no obstruction of any type and be able to see that flash. And one of the things that I kind of understand where Globers have an issue with the laser pointer is, if I were behind this garbage can shooting a laser up over it, you would be able to see the light coming up over the garbage can, and you might mistake that to be the origin, right? You could easily say that light coming over there is the origin when it's not.
I have a question. Were you across the street or no?
Nope.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, how does that truck going in front of the thing?
No.
It's like ruining it.
Nope. Okay, so basically, and there's other places you can go. This is different lakes, there's got to be a ton of them across the country. Just find it.
Quick question.
Yes.
Before you did it over the lake, did you measure the water temperature, the air humidity, and factor in standard refraction?
It's not needed, but we can actually add in refraction if you want, but it's actually not even considered. So this location here, and one thing that's great to do if you can, is to put something behind you that's noticeable. So the way that they did it when they did Monterey, I got to go back here. There's in what is it called? Moss Landing. There's these smokestacks. They're huge. They're like 500 feet. Now you can't see them here, but they're right here. They stick up huge. And so they line this up exactly with the smokestack. So what that makes it easy for is that the camera now knows where to look. So that you can actually see the shadows of them, but for some reason they don't stick up there. So let's go to the curve calculator here and show you.
Curve calculator. Okay, 33. Go ahead.
Oh boy, you caught me again. So this particular location was 13 miles, and then viewer height in feet. You could put whatever, but I put 10 here because even though your camera is going to be like 4 feet, 3 feet, and then the person with the mirror is going to be 2, 3, 4 feet. So you can add those together. It still works that way. And then you'll see you got to hit advanced here, which I did. And then what we're looking for is the Sagitta. Okay. Even though this is hilarious. I love this thing because it's talking about, they just changed the radius of Earth. You'll notice here it says with radius 4615. That's how they get their standard refraction, that they're just extending the size of the Earth so that we can see further. And then you'll see here that the refracted hidden height is still 44 feet, okay, which is quite large. Now, then you have, let's go down here to where we find the Sagitta, which is really what we're looking for, which is the hump height. Okay, so we're going to go down here a little bit. There you go. So Sagitta or bulge is 28.17 feet. Here's the other thing, is it doesn't matter your viewer height or your observer height with this number. This number does not change, meaning if we go up to the calculator and put in 20 feet of height, it won't matter. It'll still be 28 feet. And all you have to really make sure of is that your combined height doesn't go over this amount. If it did that, well, then of course you could see over that high of a hump. But we obviously had it at 10, right? We're going to be about 10 feet or lower. So we can obviously not see over a 28-foot hump. So I just searched real quick something that's 28 feet. And I think the best thing that I found was this huge, gigantic statue. Where is it here? I lost it. This little guy here, this guy. Okay. And you can see that the person standing next to it. Oh, I thought there was a picture of the person standing there. But you can see how big that robot is. He's 28 feet. So in drawing this picture here, it's going to get closer than that. Oh, there we go. Let me get it a little bit closer. Okay. There we go. So I just drew a picture here to kind of show you. Let's say that this is, I haven't corrected these drawings yet. That's actually 13 miles, which I think I correct.
Is this because of Brenda's nonsense, Jeran? Is that why you're doing this?
Nope. The Brenda nonsense has to do with the test, the experiment over at.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She was asking about. Yeah, she's so dumb. It's not even funny.
So ridiculous. Oh my God.
No, this one I just think it's something that more people should do. It's because you don't need anything. You don't need a laser. You don't need anything special. You just need two people, a mirror, and the sun and a camera. It's probably the cheapest way. And then this is something where if you do this, how could you remain a globe earther? I don't understand. So just putting this here, that on one side, usually the side with the side with the sun behind this person, he's going to have the camera. And can you see my mouse? Yes. And then you're going to have on this side the guy with the mirror, right? And just showing people as we shoot these lasers, or as this mirror comes down and hits this mirror, then you have line of sight, and this guy can see the flashes on the mirror. So it's a no-brainer that at that point it is obviously. Let me see how you put this guy here in a second. Now the problem is you have this guy, okay, who, oops, what happened? You have this guy who's 28 feet high, basically between these two people. I kind of thought this guy's 6 foot. Okay, that's about 28 feet, whatever. So then you can take a bulge and you can put it at that height. Okay, this is what they tell us is going on. So how in the world are we seeing the mirror flashes over a 28-foot high Sagitta? You cannot be seeing it. It's impossible. It's literally impossible, and yet it's done all the time. And even if this light flash, now granted, they would show this guy, okay, we can't see that obviously, but really what the globe says is that the person is facing this way, right? So there's your tangent line going off the bulge of the Earth. And if this guy is shooting a laser, which I drew here in purple, I could see where they're saying, oh, you're seeing this and calling that the origin of the laser. Right. Okay. But mirror flashes are not the same. A mirror does not send a coherent beam anywhere. It's immediately diffracted everywhere, right? Or reflected everywhere. So you cannot be seen. It's not like you send a beam of light across the ocean for 13 miles off of a mirror. You have to see the mirror in order to see the actual flashes. So again, just a couple things showing you a website that shows the heliograph. And there was a place, I forgot where it says it here, but it does talk about the fact right here. So it does say in here that line of sight is right here. So the distance of a heliograph signals could be seen depending on the clearness of the sky, the size of the mirrors involved. Obviously, a clear line of sight was required. And it says, and the Earth's surface is curved, so make sure you don't do it near the water and near the ground. But when you do it near the ground or near the water, you'll quickly realize why they don't want you to do that. So then we can just look at the, and I don't even need to bring it up. Many people have already seen it. Flat Reality Earth Explorers channel does this exact thing. You can clearly see the flash. She's down at the waterline. He's over at the beach from 3 feet high, and it can be easily seen. So, Austin, do you have any refutation for this? What would be the Glober excuse for this? How in the world are we able to see around 28-foot bends?
Refraction.
A wizard did it.
I agree with you, but that is their answer no matter what. Is refraction, yeah. Like it doesn't matter.
Right. So I mean, just no matter what we see, then long distance will always be refraction and will always be just explained away. And that should tell you.
Let me ask Austin a question. When Globers say something is behind the curve and it refracts up right to eye level, and then something way beyond that also refracts up even higher to eye level, and even things in front of it. Let's say we're looking at the Black Swan, and our horizon should be 1 or 2 miles away, but we can see it. So all of that water is refracting up, and the farther away it is, the higher it refracts up. Is that their story?
Yeah, it's a perfect gradient of refraction.
Yeah. The Globers,
and it's the same every day.
Yeah. To the Globers, refraction is the most dynamic and intelligent force out there. It is truly a miracle, the way it just automatically adjusts for everything.
Yeah, when it's clear outside, there's more refraction.
I want to know is, okay, say you're supposed to see just the top 10 feet of a lighthouse, right?
There you go, Zach.
And the rest of it is supposed to be blocked by the curve. But it's refracting this lighthouse up, so we're seeing a lot more of that lighthouse. Well, that's the refracted image. Where is the actual image now? Why can't I see a refracted lighthouse and then also the real lighthouse that's actually there? Where's that real one?
Would there be two lights?
You would think, wouldn't
The
you?
real one's behind the earth.
No. Like I should only see the top 10 feet of a lighthouse, but I'm
Let's say
seeing the
there's
whole thing. Well, where's the 10-foot part that I'm supposed to see it right above the horizon line?
Oh, it just magically lifts up with it as a singular unit.
Yeah, that makes no sense. You should still.
It does if you understand that refraction is a guide. Yeah, so you know,
That's what you're missing.
I think it's disrespectful that you're actually not revering it.
You know, I hope new people investigating this, you know, are really watching the ballers and what they're doing and how they are literally making stuff up. I mean, just out of the blue. That is utter fantasy to support their point. And it's unbelievable. I mean, we look at each other and we're like, are you kidding me? How could anybody not see this? And yet, I don't know if they're just putting everybody on or if they really don't see it that way. It truly blows me away.
I mean, this is blows me. I mean, this look at the size of this robot. Oh, can you not see that?
Yeah, I see a lot of theories. Yeah.
There we go. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. So this is the height of the water between these people at the Monterey Bay, and it just isn't. Go to the beach yourself. Go check it out. This is only 13 miles, but look you can see across the water. You can see this is the ground level. Now, again, this is not going to be easy to decipher from 13 miles away, but it's also not behind 28 feet. That thing is ridiculously huge. This thing is ridiculous. How is she able? I mean, imagine if this much water was in between there, you wouldn't see anything, let alone be able to see that beach line.
Maybe they're operating from the more outrageous the story, the easier it is to believe, or the easier it is to sell angle.
How about
100%? It's just about the delivery. So if you say it with enough illusory conviction
and an accent,
it's true.
People and an accent, yes,
it works.
People will believe it. You're right.
On a beautiful, clear day on the West Coast, and you're watching the sun set, anyway, Hawaii, wherever, over the water, and you're standing at the water's edge, or even sitting at the water's edge. The horizon is required on a ball to be 3 miles away, less if you're sitting. So that would mean when you watch the sun setting below the horizon, it's only 3 miles from you. That image of the sun is intersecting the water 3 miles from you.
Yep.
Nobody ever experiences that. But that's what you would be required to experience. Even though it's 93 million miles away, we would see it touch the Earth horizon at 3 miles.
Yep, but they claim you never see the actual position of the sun. They say,
but it doesn't matter whether it's refracted or not. That's where you would see it at 3 miles.
Right, like even the refracted image would be an image of the obstruction at 3 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody sees that.
There's refraction doesn't make any. So you're telling me if a camera from 3 feet high, she's down at the water line. There's a 28-foot mound of water between them, and magically we just see around the water.
Yeah, because 8 inches away, the water refracts up 8 inches. 3 miles away, it refracts up 6 feet, and so on, and it all lines up.
Yeah, every time.
It's simply ludicrous.
Standards, if you had a big enough curve, like in a hallway, like a big circular building with a huge circumference, you would be able to see the back of your head looking down the hallway with a strong enough camera.
Well, they've said that. Yeah, they've said that you have a big enough camera, you can look all the way around the Earth with standard refraction, right, and see your ass. That's just so absurd.
It's absurd.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, this right here, this is the beach in front of the smokestacks. Okay.
Refraction.
The beach. You can
refraction.
Look at no.
It's so easy to be a Glober, dude.
It's so easy.
Oh my God, it's so fun to be a Glober.
Let me show you this so you can see that. Now you see the smokestacks, right? And you see the beach in front of it. So now we're going to show you.
You don't see all the smokestacks, Jeran.
Like you think there's no refraction.
Are we on the right side or the wrong side?
What's your viewer height, Jaron?
You don't understand.
Doesn't matter. 3 feet. I
There's
just showed
an
you.
atmosphere there, Darren.
Just showed you. So look at the beach. This is the beach in front of those smokestacks. So it's just
Yeah,
a small
so?
beach. Well, yeah, there you go. And then this is the beach in front of the smokestacks.
Refraction, Jaron.
Where's the 28-foot robot?
You're not
of
looking
water?
at it. It's refracting up, Jaron.
Where is this
Smokestacks
28-foot?
SS
proven.
officer.
Where's
Nazi.
the 28-foot
wizard
robot?
did it.
I want the robot. I want to see the robot, or I want to see nothing. So again, that's probably the easiest way for you to go tell for yourself that it is not curved. But if they're just going to tell you refraction, maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe don't.
Dude,
waste
the
your
mirror
time.
flash is so lethal, bro, because it's like the angle comes straight from the sun, then it reflects and needs a direct line of sight to get the mirror to go back and forth. It's just
so
so
lethal.
point blank.
Yeah, it's
easy to do.
once you see that, you can't argue, and you don't even need to go that far, because even at 13 miles, you're supposed to have 28 feet of hump in the middle, and 28 feet might not seem much in your head, but when you think about it, it's almost a 3-story building. So
A lot more than a little mirror.
yeah, it's not going to be. And again, you could even, if you want it to be simpler, get up high, get up 10 feet on both sides. Even if you're at 10 feet on your side, 10 feet on their side, you still shouldn't be able to see over a 28-foot hump. You still should be 18 feet short. So,
Dude, we put them on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
mirror flashes, people just sit them on the beach. It's like anyone with common sense knows.
Yep.
You're reflecting the light back and forth between the mirror, man. Don't make it weird, you know?
you're seeing the
I had
sun
an idea
in,
for
the glass. Go ahead.
I had an idea for testing refraction terrestrially, because they say different light sources, colors, wavelengths of light, the lambda, will refract at different amounts. So if we had, 10 lights or whatever, just 3 lights, red, blue, and yellow, and we put them all at the same distance, maybe 100 feet apart from each other, or even just 10 feet apart from each other, when we look at them, they should look at like they're at different elevations, because the refracted amount would be different if refraction was really playing that much of a key. And if they're all in a line still, then refraction is negligible.
That's actually extraterrestrial refraction.
Extraterrestrial, okay.
So yeah, so this is
But
not
yeah.
anything flying through the air that you're picking up. You actually are seeing the sun reflect off the mirror. And so it tells you right there everything you need to know, and you can argue it and you can say it's refraction all you want. But this is what they always get away with, right? They can just say words. I mean, imagine if we said, when they said, well, Jeran, how does the sun and moon stay up? And I said, oh, it's the dark lift. Dark lift holds the sun and moon and carries. I mean, people on their camp would laugh and hoot and holler, but yet 97% of the universe to them has never been observed. They call it dark energy, dark matter. So we're not, of course you can remain in the truth position if you just make up shit. And won't
if you
accept anything
ever
outside that.
go shopping at an establishment which the owners are Globers, you can shop with dark pennies. You only need 3% of your actual cost, because the rest you can give them in dark pennies.
Yes,
dark
exactly.
dollars.
They'll accept it.
Yeah.
They have to be there because we can see the results of them being there. This is with the infrared, and obviously it comes in much cleaner because it's fighting through all of that gunk. The infrared does that. But you can see, I mean, there's nothing else it could be. Nothing at all. And they have it down as like 68 feet, but they're talking about the drop. I think it's better to use the hump, because you're just getting, it doesn't worry about the fact that it's supposed to be 66 feet or whatever it is below your line of sight. It's still, the hump is the killer, because it's still usually it's about half of the drop. And so, 30 feet is huge. There's supposed to be a mound of water here. And of course it makes no sense that there would be one anyway, because if there was a mound of water 28 feet high between two locations 13 miles apart, the water would spill. It doesn't even make sense to me. You can't
Gravity,
have
dude.
Oh, it's just pulling everything to the center, of course, yes. And obviously our sight just can see around bends, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, so we want to go over to the fin.
Yeah, let's talk about this fake civilian in space.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys the
Big joke.
Rockfin link. It's also in the description. Oops, don't hit edit, hit share.
I'll drop it in too.
Okay,
I'll
great.
drop it in too also.
Beautiful. We're all doing our tasks or our jobs. All right, so we'll see you guys over there in a minute.
There should be 433 new people over there.
You don't need to
Of course
sign
you
in.
picked that
By the
number.
way, you don't need to sign in. You don't need to. You do if you're going to chat, but if you just want to watch, you don't need to sign in. Just click the link, and come on over.
It actually helps if you drop a super chat on YouTube before you go over. It helps.
No, not really.
No, they take 33%.
They take 30% of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Which a lot of
We're gonna
people
say the
don't know.
number as
That's
many times as
ridiculous.
possible.
30%. I mean, how much does Google make a day in just super chat cleanups?
It's
Oh
insane.
God.
I can't even imagine.
Billion.
Can't even imagine. It must be ridiculous. All right, guys. Thanks.
I'm going
YouTube. We'll see you over there. Peace. All right, we're gonna close
Peace.
off this one and
Bye.
oops, move this thing. And all right, and over here and turn this on.